that's it. So head down, just wandering along, and you can just have so much sort of, I mean, yeah, Howie's, I mean, he is very, very reliable and just so genuine, and hasn't got a bad bone in his body, but also, you know, he's not really a starter cob. I mean, you can just have so much sort of fun on him, really. I only wish we'd gone out and had some fun. I suppose it's not too late. I do have fun in the forest, but, you know, fun in big open fields, but come on, Howie, we have got to get to the forest. What I mean is fun to put him in a trailer, and we have done that too. We've loaded him in trailers, and he walks straight in, stands really politely while you fiddle about, and we've taken him off to, you know, various schools and gone in there with him, and yeah, he's great to travel, but we haven't actually gone to an event, as it were. Right, it's funny how different parts of a ride, and you know, people can identify with that. There's sort of spooky parts to every ride, and this bridle path, which I'm going to trot up now, for every horse, nearly every horse we've ever had, except perhaps the French ones, they're a league of their own, find this really spooky up here. So it's obviously something that they're picking up that to us we can't see. And we have got the Rottweilers up here, and their dog population has increased significantly. And so yeah, so when they find a place spooky, it's a question of doing more with it, more riding here rather than less. The dogs are in today. Oh no, one's up. One's up. Yeah, so there's always spooky parts to every ride, and for some reason this strip of road gets better as you go further along, but that bit back there, of course, is fine, really spooky. I love looking at Howie's little, one black ear and one white ear. Right, we've reached the forest. I remember most of last year this was just a sea of mud where they've cut down all the trees. But we've had quite a dry summer, so it's all come right again. There's lots of contrast in these forests. Lots of different coloured timber and piles and logs, and these big flowers. So there's lots of them to look at, and there's crispy leaves to trot through. Bits of branches, bracken fronds, you know, all the usual rider fright, horse frighteners, bits of coloured flowers sticking down like this one here. See, when I say that one there, Howie tweaks his ear and says, which one are you talking about? Because of course they can read your thoughts. Might go down here and just trot over the tiny twigs that they got here. What is that? I don't think... It's difficult to know what that is. The distances aren't very good anyway, so we'll just have to walk over these. Right. Good boy. Good boy. I like a horse that jumps and then just stops, as if, right, we've done that. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Whoa. So of course we can come in here. It's very quiet in here today. There's no wind in here. And Howie is just absolutely happy to be with me. He doesn't need any rain. He'll just stand here, happy to be with me. And when he turns round, it's not to turn round and try and go home. Normally, of course, they are horses, and home is always an attraction. But yeah, when you get to this stage with them, it's such a gift. Such a gift. Because you know then that, well, they're just not worried. You haven't got to sort of like be supporting them all the time. They're just with you. And to me, that's what riding's all about, you know. It's not about galloping flat out across a grass field. It's about the horse being with you. Right, now we're going to go through these. Walk on, Howie. We're going to go through these very tall, flowery bush things. Oh, he does like to scratch his little pink nose. No, what he's doing is saying, can we just stop? Because horses, not all horses are good at going through things where it all drags on the side of them. They can give a big fright, and he does have to really push his way through here because it's very, very dense, and it's very dense. And God knows what's underneath, bits of logs, and no, you're not going out yet. We're going to go through here. He says, oh dear, do we have to? But yeah, you wouldn't want to do this until you felt you had the horse, because they can buck you straight off. That's thistles there, so I don't think you want to walk through thistles, do you? Yeah, so we do that. They're clever horses because they Howie's worked out that if he pretends to try and scratch his nose, he can get a sneaky little rest. Because he does like to scratch his nose. It's pink, and very pink. And so I let him scratch his nose, so then he thinks, oh, well, if I want to stop, I'll just pretend to scratch my nose. So, yeah. They're, right, come on, Howie, we're going to have a trot. There are no scratching of noses. And this ground is so stony, hard and flinty, but Howie just doesn't care. I mean, he's got feet like iron and legs like concrete. It's just such a tough horse, so healthy. And he has got quite unusual markings. So, you know, studying his physique and his markings, I would guess, oh yes, there's a horse. He's well used to seeing horses now. But we'll walk past because I know this horse is only a 4-year-old. Hello.
Hi.
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 Hi. Seems very quiet, your baby.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really, really nice, really sound, and
You even put your children on, don't you? Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice. You'll be keeping her then?
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, look at your dog. He
I know.
doesn't give up, does he or she?
Not yet. She. I
She.
think she will do though.
She's doing really well. She just wants to come with you, doesn't she?
Her brains.
Oh, sweet.
See ya.
See you. I don't like to trot on because we were going to, but I mean, I don't think that horse is upset, but sometimes with babies, if the horse that's just gone past trots on, can set them off. We've all been there, so I think I'll just walk for a bit. Oh yeah, I'm far enough away now. Right, come on, come on, Howard. Things like this pile of branches off to the right, you know, things like that can scare horses when they're not used to the forest. There's just so many things to see. We'll walk here. Howie's very sure-footed, but this is quite bumpy from where it got really wet in the winter, last winter. And as strong and tough as his legs are, I don't want to sort of like twist his ankles too much. He's a good boy, aren't you? He's just a real friend. I think, yeah, who wouldn't want a horse like you, eh? Just a real friend.